Right. Oh, straight into being live. That was fucking fast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sunday 6 stream, or, whatever the fuck we have ever decided to call this. Yeah, welcome. Probably not going to be a long one this week, because I'm exhausted, and it's the kids' week off school, which is always a time of many joys and happiness. No, wait, the other one. Unrelenting stress, because you've got to find shit for these tiny little people to do. And yeah, but mostly I want to bitch and moan about people in the streets who think it's a fucking good idea to shout at people when they are looking after said kids, because they've decided that you're literally Hitler for trying to parent, which I'm not going to get over for the next month probably, because I am a broken human with just the world's shittiest anxiety. Probably not the world's shittiest, but So I'll start with a story for anybody who doesn't follow me on Twitter or doesn't pay attention to me on Twitter. I had a very fun meeting with a bizarre old man on, I think it was Wednesday. I can't really remember exactly what day it was, but I just remember being slightly annoyed. Anyway, starts off, kids decide that they're gonna have a little bit of a whinge. They're gonna kick off. They're gonna cry because kid problems, and they had been promised some tasty treats, strawberry pudding, if they were to behave on the way home that day, because we're having a few issues with them deciding to kick off when they leave school. It's not a huge deal, but trying to get an incentive going. Anyway, so they kicked off big style, and so I took them away to the a local parky area, to one side, sat down on a bench, and then I talked to them. I talked to them about how they're being very silly, and if they can calm down within my current time span, which is basically a lot of, hey, it's okay if you can calm down, you'll get your pudding, and they wouldn't. So I said, okay, this is what's happening, and if you can be good tomorrow, then you get another chance at it, but today it's gone, and we just need to calm down and move on. And that's essentially what I've said. And this old man, I saw him in the background before, I didn't pay him any mind, obviously. He came back, walked towards us, and said, "I wouldn't treat my dogs the way you're treating those girls." But I am still absolutely dumbfounded by that fucking statement. You wouldn't you wouldn't parent them? You wouldn't teach them not to fucking you wouldn't try and make them better people. I mean, they're dogs. Of course you fucking wouldn't. It would be an absurd thing to do. And he said, "You've been there for an hour?" I checked. It was literally less than 10 minutes. So I mean, everyone says he's probably a balmy old bastard, which he probably is. Normal people don't admonish strangers for their parenting, or basically fucking anything, unless I was... That's the thing. You would have thought from his reaction that I'd been sat there just repeatedly slapping them in their faces. And it wasn't. It was fucking... I don't know. But this mad old bastard... I mean, someone's just said, "Oh, love your channel on the flat earth stuff," and it's just occurred to me that this person is like a real life version of someone that I would do a video on, and there's a good reason why these people need to be mocked and pointed out and shown what fucking ridiculous human beings they are, because they go out and they think that they have opinions that should be listened to and should be heard, and it's just like, no, you fucking idiot, shut up. I mean, I want their opinions to be heard. Don't get me wrong. I am very, very free speechy. But they need to learn that when they say something stupid, something's going to come back on them, at least on the internet. A lot of people have asked me, oh, well, what did you do then? What did you do to him? I did nothing, because laws exist. And, you know, I am the bigger man, and I've always been taught. I mean, literally, in most cases, I am...
You stood up and you realised it was a bad idea. That's what happened.
Oh, yeah. I was sat down during the large percent of the altercation, and obviously I got up to leave because I'm like, I'm not taking this kind of abuse. And you could see him visibly withdraw, like, oh, I've made a terrible mistake. He is so fucking lucky I am not a violent man. I am not a violent man. I take great efforts to control myself and my temper, which I've got a temper, most people do. And that, I mean, having someone shout at you, I mean, you sat there, you're trying very, very hard to be calm and reasonable with two tiny human beings who, you know, kids are pretty irrational. That's what they do. That's what they are. And that's fine. They're allowed to be. And you know, you're trying to teach your kid a life lesson, and some fuck nugget just comes along and decides that, I don't know what his fucking reasoning was, but I don't think there's a person in the world who would have said it was beyond reason for me to give him a slap, but I didn't, because I don't do that. I even said, I mean, he was clearly an old man, and I said, I'm not going to hit an old man. And he said, oh, you're older than me. I was like, are you fucking mental? I mean, again, maybe he was. But you're not going to take... If someone starts shit with you, you're not going to just go, oh, pat on the head. You're going to fucking argue with them. Especially when they're telling you you're fucking a terrible human being for teaching your kids right from wrong. Yeah, just... It seems to be a pattern with my existence that about once a year, some absolute cretin will decide, while I'm out with my family, to fucking have a go at me for being an absolutely reasonable parent, for doing nothing wrong. And it's driving me fucking up the wall, to be honest. I wish they would goddamn stop.
It's not even with us, though. Like, when you go out on your own, you get harassed all the fucking time.
I don't know. When I'm on my own, I don't care. I kind of just ignore it, but it does happen all the fucking time. But it's infinitely more stressful when you're with your kid. Or kids. Because I suppose there's that fucking risk factor that... there is an extreme sort of protective sense. I mean, one of the funniest parts of the whole fucking altercation, something that was genuinely amusing because of how fucking stupid it was as we were leaving, he patted himself on the back for, oh, at least I've managed to make those kids stop crying. Yeah, because they're terrified of the shouty, sweary cunt who is verbally assaulting their father. What the fuck do you think they would do? I don't know. I have been out since then. I didn't go out for a couple of days after that because I couldn't. It's one of those things, like, I am most scared of what my reaction will be, at least a very short amount of time. After did someone just hit a bolt? No, Mrs. Sick Vapes. You did drop, didn't you? Or am I losing my mind?
I'm always on the vape.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
If I wasn't using specially powered battery reduced coils, I'd probably have to charge it like 6 times a day.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was this bit where he was I was going to swear and I held my tongue. I bit my tongue. and which he responded to. I said, "You're flipping, getting on my nerves," and he then told me to fuck off, which he'd come up to me, so that was a bit ridiculous in its own regards. I said, "Excuse me, do not swear at me in front of my children." He said, "You swore?" I said, "Actually, no, I didn't." He was like, "Oh, you think you're perfect." Excuse me? Oh, I forgot. I'm the one who goes around telling strangers that they're horrible fucking people. I didn't realise. I'm the cunt in this situation, not you, Mr. Perfect. Wait, it's projection.
The thing is, like, I thought about this as well. If I would have been there, like,
if you'd have been doing the same thing while you were there.
I'm just saying, like, because when the kids are there, I go into like more of a tiger mode, and I come really defensive of them. And if he went anywhere near them, I would have hit him out of as a reflex.
Oh yeah, I mean he was a good 10 feet away.
And yeah, and it would have just been like, no, get the fuck away from my kids.
But the thing,
and but I was saying this as well though, like if I was in your place.
He wouldn't have said
shit.
He
wouldn't have said anything to me, and I would have said the exact same things to the kids.
Yeah, this is our parenting style, is don't give the kids things when they don't do what they were supposed to do to get them. What a fucking awful human being I must be. Oh my god. Yeah, he swore at me, and then he started moving towards me, and I said, if you come another step closer, I will phone the police. I mean, I wouldn't have. If he'd have taken another step closer, I'd have broken his fucking neck. I was very, very ready. But I thought that would be more of a pause for him. And he did take pause, and he said, "Oh, what are they going to do about it? They don't come out for anything." And I said, "Actually, they come out for stupid shit these days."
Liam's back.
Yeah, better man said, I would have said, "Girls, close your eyes and plug your ears, and you'll get your pudding." Yeah, I said, they come out for stupid shit. And then, oh God, he was so pleased that I said the word shit. I didn't swear at him. He swore at me. He said a worse swear word. I basically misspoke. And, he was really fucking pleased with that as well. Oh my God. What a cunt.
Yeah, he was looking for an altercation. That's all I saw it as. He was either off his meds and he was just like balmy, or he was somebody who was looking for an altercation.
Looking for death by gigantic
I don't
man.
know. You attract small. You attract small men though.
Yeah. Someone said I should have taken a picture of him. Yeah, I really fucking should have, because after. But you don't. In situations like that, you know, my main concern was keeping the crazy man, who had. He had little dogs with him, so they're tiny little dogs, but even a tiny little dog could have done some harm to the kids. So I was, whatever happened, I don't know if he's got them like some aggressive word, and tiny little dogs can be vicious little cunts as well. So every instinct was just get away from the strange man. First of all, get him to go away, which he just wasn't fucking doing. So it was then just get away from him. I wish I'd taken a photo of him or a video or anything, because that shit would be goddamn fucking everywhere online at this point. Because fuck him. You know, if you think you can come up to me and say shit and just treat me like garbage when you don't know what's going on. Like I even said, I started off with, "This is none of your business," to which I can't even remember what he said, but it was garbage. I don't know.
Little dogs. Punt.
Punt. Well, you know, but yeah, I don't know why people want to get into fights at all. I don't like fighting. I don't like getting into fights. When you're fighting, there's another thing, and there is a male enjoyment to that. But I don't like the fucking lead up. So
No,
so
you don't provoke people just
No.
for the hell of it.
As a great man once said, I don't start fights, but I will fucking finish them, and that's pretty much me. Stomp 'em good. Mm. Sorry, what did you say, James? And horses make pit bulls fly. Oh, yeah. I knew my that's a completely off-topic thing. I can't remember what kind of dog it was, but my my aunt and uncle in Australia have a fucking massive dog, or had. This was fucking years ago. Can't remember what breed it was, but it was big and it was gangly, and we went over to see them, and it had this fucking huge, just not even a bruise, but like a welt on the side of its face, and yeah, the poor thing had been kicked by one of their horses. Do not walk up behind horses, and got reaffirmed in my head recently because I started playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and there's a completely miniature spoiler, but it was just awesomely horrific. You can find a random dude who's like trying to get shit out of his horse's hoof. You offer to help, and the horse, he lets go of the horse's foot, stands up, says, "Oh, thank you, stranger," and the horse immediately kicks him in the back of the head, and he'll go flying past you. And it's actually, Mystic was sat next to me when we were doing that, and it made her physically recoil.
It was the noise.
Oh!
It was the noise. It was such a horrible noise.
Yeah. So, yeah, horse kicks are scary. I like horses, but yeah, always approach from the front. And if you don't have any reason to be behind them, do not fucking be behind them ever. That's the lesson today. Yeah. But I'm getting pretty sick of getting started on by strangers for no fucking reason, especially when I'm with my kids. Just, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, people, a number of times, people have literally tried to start fights with me when I'm with my tiny girl children. Like, you have to be a fucking psychopath to think that that's within any realm of reason a thing to do. Because A, men tend to be incredibly fucking protective of their daughters to the death, and B,
to the death.
To the death, and B, fuck off. Average Joe, you've been kicked by a horse. Fuck. That's why you're so average now. You used to be incredibly smart, Joe.
You used to be Big Dong Joe. And then, yeah, it's average Joe.
It's just got chopped by a horse kick. To the death. Death. Ah, you're all deaf.
Speaking of people who are unreasonable.
Oh, fuck that bitch. I don't care. That just annoyed me. I'm not reading an annoying article when I'm already actually genuinely fucked off. Oh, all I will say is there was a bitch on a plane and she's like, they didn't call me doctor. No one cares. Only you care. It's not about my ego. Yes, it is. Otherwise, you wouldn't have tweeted about it. Fuck off. I don't care. You're in the privilege. If you're wealthy enough to become a doctor, I don't give a shit about your problems. Unless someone's actually like fucking, assaulting you or whatever. Someone calling you miss instead of doctor. Don't care. Don't give a shit. Yeah. But, yeah, I can't remember if I even had anything else to talk about. I don't want to talk about the recent, there's a fucking horrible thing. There was a shooting in a fucking synagogue yesterday. And that's all kind of fucked up. Do not want to talk about that particularly, because that's not very fun. But I don't know. I don't really keep up with enough news to actually talk shit. Not sure why would you want to, but okay. Sorry, did I miss something? I am terrible at keeping up with chat.
You're terrible at everything, apparently.
I am terrible at everything. I'm just terrible. I'm a horrible person. Shouldn't like me. I deserve to be shot with guns. As opposed to...
You play too much Red Dead now.
Yeah. That game's pretty fun for anybody who cares. But the intro is fucking garbage.
Oh god, you banged on about that for ages.
I was pissed off. Look, I never ever buy things for full price at launch. And I did with this. Just because... literally because of this old cunt. I had been working part of that day, and I'd gotten a good rhythm going, and funnily enough, that altercation fucked me. I couldn't do anything. For the whole day I was just so fucking angry that I couldn't think straight. So I had to give myself some sort of reward motive in order to get shit done, and it worked. It worked rather well. Dust. But the first fucking hour, maybe two of that game is really fucking boring, and it's ridiculous. So I was quite annoyed that I'd spent basically not quite full price. It was like £10 less than the digital version, but that might just be normal. In fact, it was the normal price most places. Yeah, you have to get past that to get to the good bit. So yeah, thanks a lot, Rockstar. 2 hours, pissed off. Already pissed off. Oh, hello, Tail. How are you doing, mate? Yeah. So
you can have that.
Don't shout at strangers. And don't trust Rockstar not to make a boring intro, because apparently they'll do that when they know that people are going to play further in. You bought Fallout 76 over Red Dead 2. I bought 2 copies of Fallout 76 because I wanted to play it with Mrs. Sick.
I'm a Bethesda whore and I don't care anything about Bethesda. I'll probably end up buying it eventually.
There's that. And I wanted to play it, but I didn't really want to play it with... There's not really many people that I'd even have the opportunity to play it with, but I've always wanted to play a Bethesda game with you. So there's that.
Well, it's the whole, like, they were going, oh, can you make a multiplayer Skyrim? That would be amazing. And they went, yeah, we could do that. And
here's an MMO.
And then they made something like, no, we didn't mean that. That's a bit shit.
Yeah, World of Warcraft with an Elder Scrolls skin. Thanks a lot, mate. That's exactly what we asked for. That is exactly multiplayer Skyrim, you fucking penis. Yeah. We have very specific expectations of Fallout 76, though, which is the gameplay loop of Fallout 4 multiplayer. And that's it. And anything that raises it above that will be great. But that's the thing. I don't like Fallout 4. I don't like that game. I have put nearly 400 hours into it, or something like that. And I don't like that game. Because the gameplay loop is actually really fun and really addictive.
200 of those hours were like trying to get me to sleep, though.
Yeah, but I enjoyed them. I wouldn't have played it if I hated it. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't like it.
You did, though, eventually. You got bored of it because I play New Vegas now.
No, I didn't get bored. I ran out of things that put you to sleep. Because Mrs. Sick falls asleep to people talking. As long as it's not too interesting, which is why pretty much any Fallout... Oh, what the fuck, dude? Shut up, you noisy bastard.
It's my pill alarm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the alarm that says, Mrs. Sick is a pill. Yeah. She has to take magic pills for her back that don't work, but it has to take them for what?
It's not my back.
It's basically your back. It's your spine. You spin.
It's not my spin.
You spin in your sped.
It's my head.
I thought it was mostly about your spine.
No, it's mainly about my head.
But you have high pressure.
In my head.
I thought it was in your spine.
It can be in my spine.
But why did they
But
give
it's
you a
mainly-
spinal tap?
But it's mainly my head.
Why did they give you a spinal tap?
Because that's to test the pressure of spinal fluid,
Which was high.
which was high. Which is why they put me on the pills.
But isn't that... Then yeah, I was right.
It's easier to take a reading from your spine than it is your skull. That's why they did it.
Take a reading from your skull. Skyrim Celtic Edition. Oh, someone needs to put my avatar in that game. That would be amazing. That would be genuinely fucking amazing. Fit a tap.
Yeah, I'd like a
Oh, right, yeah.
one like like one of those push ones, so you don't have to twist it. You just push it with your wrist.
That sounds horrifying.
Like a faucet.
Oh, I see.
You
A
know.
faucet. I was just imagining like an injector, but that went up the middle of your spine, like the plunger in a needle.
Well, the thing they're supposed if the pills don't work, what they're supposed to give me is a contraption that sort of looks like a valve with loads of wires down it, and all the wires have to be inserted into my spine. So,
Chris, they might have mods that have most of the items, but if they don't have my fucking shoulder cape, then no one gives a shit. My scarfy capey thing, it's irrelevant. That's what separates me from lesser beasts. Fakes.
straight safe L, hello.
Spinal taps are easier than skull taps. Imagine my shock. And thank you for the random monies, Mr. Slanesh. Mr.
I
Slanesh
forgot
is
that
my
you
fault.
added the marijuana song to it.
Oh, can you hear that?
I just heard it through your headphones.
Yeah. That's the most important thing to that. I don't think anybody donated when I first set that up. I can't remember what I was saying. Spinal taps. Yeah, hydraulics. That's what you need. You need...
Yes.
Because then it could control the pressure perfectly. So you would have like a few feet of tube that would stick out below your ass, but you wouldn't have backache. So swings and roundabouts, really. I guess no. I'm being stupid. You could have a tube that comes out, and then you could have like the hydraulic section like over your shoulder.
You mean I look like Bane, like the original Bane?
Kind of, except more in the arse area. Like Bane had pipes going into his neck, at least some of the more fantastical ones.
I can do with a bigger buoy. That'll do me.
It would mostly be pipes.
So?
Unless you could have some sort of hybrid arse pipe, butt cheek enhancement.
Do you want
You'd
me to
need
get
two
you
as well.
You want me to get implants?
No. Don't want you to get implants. Ew, fuck my cat. She is a twat. Oh, she is going to kill me one of these days. Yeah.
Like having sponges in your bum.
Sponges in your bum?
Implants.
Are they sponges?
Uh,
Sea sponge. Get
like a sea sponge.
a sea sponge implanted into your ass. I feel like that might not be the best idea in the world.
Sea sponge. You should. I'm gonna suggest that to surgeons.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be like, genius. Shit, if it turns out to be a good idea, you're gonna nick all the credit, you bastard.
I don't know. I honestly don't know why people thought I want to put implants in my bum.
Because they had horrible bums, probably. You know, if you
I don't know. I don't think I've ever.
if you've got an arse like an ironing board, you know.
I don't suffer from flat artitis, so.
Flat arse, because flat arditis is a different thing.
All right.
That's what I deal with. Am I still not drinking? What do you think? After the events of this week, no. Do you know what? To be honest, even after the event, I didn't have anything. But on Saturday, my mate went, "We should go out," and I went, "Yeah, we fucking should." and I'm having a drink today as well. But 26 days isn't bad, and I won't have anything to drink probably next week until the weekend, because I'll mostly just have too much shit to deal with.
Oh, the beer bell, that was me. That was that was Pepsi.
Yeah, she burps like a madman when she
anything carbonated drink, it goes like
even slightly carbonated. But yeah, my Stoptober was 26 days. It would have been longer if it hadn't been such a shit last week.
I never said I was a lady.
Yeah, dude looks like a lady, but isn't really. Cat people, forgive me. What did I miss there? I mean, I don't consider myself a cat person.
That said, one day cats are going to rule the world.
Ah, why? I mean, they're too lazy to do anything. One day they'll laze around the world like they do now. #fact. Unless they're like those cats from Futurama, where they actually puppet. They've got like human puppeteering things.
Nice left boob, Mrs. You welcome?
She is a dude. Loads of women are dudes. It doesn't make them like
I'm
people
sat here,
with penises.
I'm sat here manspreading. So.
She's not a person with a penis, but you know, it's like when I first moved from down south area to the north. So many people were confused when I called women mate. Because that's what you call boys. You don't call a girl mate. That's weird. And it's like, no, it's not. It just means friend, for fuck's sake. You're allowed... Unless, of course, you're just not allowed to have female mates, I guess.
I don't know, like, I call everyone babe.
If I could, I'd just call everyone cunt. Cause...
Yeah, that would help as well. I call everyone babe, and like, I get told off saying, aren't you with someone? I went, yeah. They went, oh, why have you called this person babe then? I went, because they are.
Because they're a babe.
Because they're a babe.
I have a habit of calling, like most women, sweetheart. Some people get caught.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, but you rarely use that in a nice way. You only ever use it like when you're like, right, sweetheart.
Well, if someone's really fucking pissed me off. No, I call people sweetheart like in an affectionate way, but not in a over the top way.
There's only one person I know that you do that for. And it's usually because they're a little bit dim.
The next woman who calls me hun or honey is going to get a slap. I hope it's your mum, because that'd be hilarious. Honey, I love you. I fucking told you. Fucking ridiculous. When you find out she has dick bigger than yours. Rogol, stop beating off to Imperio Soctine. I have no idea what the fuck that was supposed to be. Oh, doctrine. I still don't get it. I need to move to another town. There's 5 places to work and none of them are hiring.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean, you could possibly get a job doing internet-y type stuff. There are things you can do online basically exclusively these days. Or you have to drive a long way. Which, fuck driving, it's too much like effort. Everything is like effort.
I like OU. Because, like, I'm terrible when I'm out and about. Because I'm really oblivious to things. So when someone says OU, I'm more likely to listen.
Oi, dickhead.
Yeah, I'm sure you've said that to me before.
I've said all sorts of shit to you when you're not paying attention. Sell meth, lots of repeat customers, until they stop being repeat customers. I miss John. Whatever it is. No, I've never dealt meth. I wouldn't even know. This is how lame I am. I have one friend who smokes pot, and I guess I could get it off of him, but if I had to find weed on my own, I wouldn't know where to start. Because I have no fucking idea. I don't really care. Is the main sort of issue with that. But I don't even know where I was going with that. I'm lame. I don't know how to get weed. I'm such a twat. Oh my god, you fucking bell end of a cat. I swear to god, this thing is getting more and more twatty as she gets older.
Kids tend to kill the drug game.
I don't know. A quote-unquote friend of ours used to live in a block of flats with a drug dealer who she used to invite round, and once she started doing that, when we were there, we were like, oh, and didn't bother going back again. Because he was a dick. And wasn't even like a fun drug dealer, but he had his...
I think at the time she had a kid and she was pregnant.
No, I don't mean her. I mean them. The drug dealers had a kid.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, and they brought their kid round.
That was fucking weird.
Yeah, that was really weird. Bring your family round for a drug deal.
Bring your family round to smoke fucking whatever. It's like, okay, I am not comfortable with these people anymore. I mean, this is the person who sold your laptop as well, which was nice of her. Yeah.
You don't need to put your claws out every time you walk on something.
Or sell Jello door to door with little packets of cocaine in it. Oh, I don't know. What time is it? We've been 36 minutes. Oh. I need to stretch this nonsense out to an hour. Come on. Yeah. I had some idea of maybe playing Red Dead on a stream, but then I just couldn't be asked. Mostly. But we will be doing 76 probably the night it comes out. Which I think, not the night it comes out, but the night the beta starts on PC, because we've got 2 copies of that, 2 copies of the main game, and we got it for like 15 quid a piece less than retail, so winner. So if you want to join us for that, I don't know if anybody would manage to get in our game, but if you did, that could be at least amusing. So if that's something you want, if you're interested in, I'll try and set like a stream fucking thing. I can't words right now. I'll pre-organise the stream to sort of start shortly after it actually releases, because, you know, there's going to be fucking technical hiccups. But the horseball is sick. The horseballs, you can go full Brokeback Mountain. Horseballs and the Brokeback Mountain thing, you know, gay sex. I don't think you can have gay sex with horses in the game. I know that the horses have balls that shrink in the cold, or something like that. Or cocks that shrink in the cold? I don't know. I didn't actually check.
A winter penis.
I was impressed by... for anybody who's like, what the fuck, why are you just suddenly randomly talking about gay sex and horseballs? They're like touted features in Red Dead. It's that it's got realistic horse genitals. And pretty realistic horse shit, especially in the snow. It even does that sort of spready out, gross thing. It melts a bit of the snow, and like... and poo wetness just goes everywhere, and I got to admit, I thought, okay, that's really gross and very realistic. Oh, yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, if you're interested, we'll be playing that PC version shortly after it comes out. So I might try and do like a split screen thing, so you can all see what the other person's doing. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I'm going to attempt it just because fuck it. Won't be playing a huge amount of that. I still need to get round to doing fucking actual Twitch streaming, but it's finding the time and finding the fucking energy to do it, because I always have to psych myself up whenever I stream, and that takes longer than it should. I should just go, yeah, let's go, or do a drunken uncle and stream for an hour without realizing it, which is absolutely hilarious. You're gonna get 76 even after all the shit Bethesda's been saying. You're a braver man than I. Specifically, and it's still gonna be Fallout 4 with multiplayer, and the PvP looks like it will be mostly optional anyway. So that's all we wanted was Fallout 4 with, well, a Bethesda game with actual dedicated multiplayer instead of garbage multiplayer. I honestly, like, I was very skeptical of it at first, but it's obviously it's not a Fallout game. It kind of shouldn't be a Fallout game, but you know, it's a Bethesda game. Blah. Oh, pardon me.
I would have preferred it just to be another Fallout game.
Yeah, I would prefer another Fallout game, basically with just co-op, but you can't monetize the shit out of that. You know, but you can ignore it. You know, that monetization shit can usually be fucking ignored. I mean, maybe it'll be terrible, and if it is, but I want to play it, and I want to play it ASAP because I think it'll be, at the very least, an interesting experiment. If it's fucking terrible, it's fucking terrible, and, you know, then I just stop buying Bethesda games. But so far, every Bethesda game has been something that I've spent a long time playing.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Sick. I did not hit her. I did not deny her pudding. I did not. It's bullshit. Oh. Did Buckethead ever finish Resident Evil? I was enjoying that. I fucking wasn't.
Like he's ever gonna finish that. Oh, Halloween's coming up. There you go. You do it then.
Would you stop beating me, woman?
I'm not beating, I'm tapping. It's encouragement.
No, I did not finish fucking Resident Evil fucking 7. I could barely play. I don't even know how far I got. I think I beat, like, the first boss. But, yeah, that shit is challenging for my anxiety body. Whales are the tanks of the ocean. Like tanks, like tanker tanks, or just like they have giant. Oh my god!
Whales have giant vaginas. I know that.
I know. I think whales should have turrets on them. That would be fucking awesome. In fact, I think more animals need machines.
Artillery.
Yeah, artillery and guns and machine guns and shit. That would be fucking amazing. They puke that stuff that makes perfume. No, they don't puke it. They shit it. Ambergris is classically attributed to being puke, but it comes in big chunks, fucking with the intestinal linings of whales, which then causes it to turn into a clump, which is eventually pushed out of the body, and people have been known to eat it because they used to.
You know, when I said I'm not a fan of seafood, right? And I'm very, very rarely eat any fish. Ta-da! This makes me want to eat less.
Well, you definitely don't want to eat this because it's actually really fucking valuable. People pay.
The only meat I really, really like is chicken. Apart from that, everything else is like, I'm okay now and again with it.
Yeah, it's highly valuable, and it's best left more like a sea creation. Fuck's sake. Yeah. So if anybody ever offers you ambergris, going, I ain't eating no shit, 50 grand per kilo. Yeah. It's disgusting, but when you hear how valuable it is, you'll be like, I could handle some whale shit. I'd fucking pick up whale shit for that kind of money. Like 50 grand per kilo. And these things are huge hunks of shite. And
I like bacon too, but I'm not allowed it.
Anything salty.
Anything overly salty, yeah.
Fried chicken and watermelon, eh, Mrs. Sick? Oh, I would love some fried chicken.
Oh, I do like watermelon as well.
Together we make one stereotype.
I like fried chicken. I just don't like it on the bone. I like it in. I like it in.
You
little...
don't like it on the bone.
No, I don't like bones.
You like chicken strips because you are rubbish.
Yes, I know.
Oh man, I really do like fried chicken though.
I know you do, and you probably want some now.
Oh, I really want some now. Maybe tomorrow. I'm slightly scared by the fact a close relative of Wales is basically a giant murder pig. What's a giant murder pig? Messy eater and lover? What have I missed?
I think it's describing you.
Alright, yeah. And hungry. I'll have some southern fried ambergris.
Dick bigger knows me. Chicken on the bone, it's heresy.
Someone was getting angry about mint choc chip or mint and chocolate.
Ranty monkey.
Yeah, and I'm like, I knew he was disabled. I didn't realise how profoundly. And someone else said, "Cat, I am not a fucking climbing toy, you little asshole." Man, now see, this is how I talk to my cat. I don't talk to my kids like this. If he'd have heard me talking to the cat, he'd have probably had a fucking stroke. That prick. Hello? Yeah, but she fucking loves it. She's a right slag. Yeah. Yeah, you love it, you slag, don't you? Yeah. You lie there, you little ginger fluff ball twatness. And we still need to get rid of your fucking fleas because they're fucking hunkered in. I'm gonna have to shave you or give you a stupidly strong bath in some kind of shit. But you're driving us fucking mental. Especially mummy. Yes, we do that. We're arseholes. Fuck you.
No, just me, because I'm allergic to the flea bites.
No, I meant call it. We're mummy and daddy. No. You just fucking love me, don't you, little bitch? Anyway, press F for shave. I have to say, I really enjoy the way she looks after I've given her an actual wash. Which is very, very rarely. A, because don't wash your cat. They do it themselves and they do a fine job. And B, because, oh my god,
if you
I don't have enough blood to survive
If you
want to
look like an emo, go ahead.
Yeah. She will scratch the fucking shit out of me when I give her a jet wash, yeah. Trap her in a corner. Little fuckwit. I just want you to stop going banonkers.
Close it up.
Banonkers. Yeah. So, coming up, hopefully I'll get some time to do some work and get a video out next week, as per usual arrangement. Hopefully we'll get the Fallout 76 beta, so if you want to just watch us play games and we'll continue to talk shit, that'll happen I think Tuesday night. Tuesday 10 PM I think is the release date of the beta, so we'll be doing that. Should be a bit of fun. If you have it on PC and there is a way to join in specifically with us that doesn't involve me having to fucking add countless people, if there's a way to just like get onto people's specific servers, then we'll try that. That could be a bit of fun. Maybe do some exploring. But if not, it will just be me and Mrs. Sick, and I'll try and do some sort of dual screen nonsense, which could be a bit of fun itself. And yeah, and my cat's a twat. But mostly, don't shout at strangers. God, I've just remembered that one random guy who had like 18 children around him and called me a long-haired loser when he was in a tracksuit with 18 children. I was like, yeah, I'm the loser shouting at people. Fuck me. I came here for cat washing tips. Not disappointed. I didn't give you particularly good ones, like power washer and prepare to get the shit scratched out of you.
I know you've always like wanted to like put her in a washing machine. If she could live in the washing machine.
Yeah, if it wouldn't do her any harm, I think it would be incredibly hilarious to watch. but obviously it would. Do not put your cat in a washing machine. Pro tip. Oh man. And that just reminds me of that one fucking prank video. We saw the first video we see is this girl sticking her boyfriend's arse to a chair with like
waxing strips.
With waxing strips, getting him to sit on them until they melt onto him, and then he has to stand up. We're like, what a fucking bitch! We can't believe she's done that. That's a horrible thing to do. And then the prank that he did before was pretended that found a little fucking stuffed toy puppy that looked identical to her dog, and put it in the spinning washing machine deal, and it freaks out and goes, "Oh my god, the dog's in the thing!" And she's so upset, and we're like, "Okay, fuck him. He deserves the fucking getting his balls stuck to a." Yeah, if you make someone think someone or something they love is dead, you're fair game for pretty much any suffering. I don't give a shit. That is a horrible thing to do. As funny as it was. Have you seen the practical joke? A guy sets up a camera in a bathroom, puts super glue on the toilet seat, and his partner sits on it and her ass is stuck to seat. No. But
I may have seen that one actually.
The best one is just the cling film over a toilet in a gents. But I think that one must be done all the time, because every time I go into a gents, the floor is always thick with piss. I think
you have to wear like those boots that your farmers wear when they go into fields.
Fucking. I'm always impressed.
Go dredge the lake pants.
I'm always impressed when I go into a bathroom and it doesn't stink of week old urine. Like, you know a place when they actually clean their toilets. So I'll always give them props. But yeah, what are you doing, you little twat? Yeah, you meow at me. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck off now because it says 69 watching, and that's exactly the point that you have to be happy with what you've achieved in your life. And I'm either going to go play Red Dead some more or fall out and put you to sleep. I'm not sure which yet. But like I said, catch us during the week if you want to listen to more rambling and watch us play games badly. Or we'll see you next time, next video, next whatever. I don't fucking know. Don't come here looking for professionalism. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I will. I'll catch you all later. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye.